Greetings, people. What is up? What's going on? As promised, a show. Hope this is working. I did just jump right the hell into this. Um, we're giving you two, but this one is live. And yeah, we're here. We're up. We're having it. How y'all doing? Um, we decided to be live after doing a new show anyway for you, because well, it was a new show and we got it out, and I got it out. I'm very happy about getting this show out. It finally worked. Um, yeah, I don't have to deal with that crap no more. I got a show out. The 18. Yeah. So we're back. We're live on April 6th. Yeah. Yeah, we're here. I said it would be, because if we can't fly, you got to have a show. I'm hoping one of y'all got out there and flew on April 6th for us. It's April 6th. Good friend Randy died. Quite a while back now. It's been a while. It's been 30 years. I try not to think about it, because it's never good losing anybody. As explained, though, he was a good friend of IVPAC, and he was a good builder, and he was a good designer, and yeah, I always do something for him on April 6th, just because it's April 6th. It's a big day for IVPAC anyway, but we usually have something that goes on, but it's more than that on just because of things. It's a pretty big anniversary day. It's just like April 5th and April 6th is a big day for our biggest, darkest day for grunge. It's the biggest day for IVPAC for good reasons and bad reasons. So what can you say? So in honor of that, just to do anything else, I thought we'd do a build. Because we didn't do a build last night. We just did a talk, and I didn't know. I was like, well, I don't know exactly how we should go about it today, do a build. And man, this light is jacking me. I don't know. You guys get a pretty good shot, though, so that's all that really matters. This paper's not uncreasing either, which is really irking me. I don't understand why. It must have carried the crease that it had for a long time. But in honor of April 6th, we're going to do a build, and we're going to do a build of a plane, and you're going to come along with me on this journey, because I'm going to build a plane I haven't built in years. Don't even know if I can still do this. I believe there's one in the palace. That picture that you see of the plane right there, right there, that is probably one of the only two pictures I've got of Silhouette in flight. And that is the Copeland Industries aircraft Silhouette that he had. That was like his major awesome design. Silhouette was an awesome aircraft. Yeah, it was really cool. There were some really good flights and everything, and I used it myself for a while after we lost him. To keep it in the force for a while longer. I bust it out every once in a while. I'm pretty sure it's in there because I've taken that picture, so yeah, but I gotta try to remember how to build it, and man, just I don't know. I don't remember if I know how to build this or not. So you're gonna have fun with this, people. So anyway, you got your regular sheet of paper here, A4 paper. Is it A4? Hell if I know. Is it A4? It's probably Americanized. Yeah, just call it A4. Anybody who builds our planes with A4 is going to get basically the same results. Okay, damn it, you're not, and it really sucks that you don't. It's like my aircrafts are a little different. My aircraft, the Phase 1, I'm almost positive the Phase 1, the Osprey, and the Wind Cutter were built out of A4, because I was in Germany when those planes were developed. The Moths were built out of A4. It's just the way it was. So it is what it is, and that's the way it was. So you almost have to build a Silhouette out of notebook paper, because like a Phase 1, it requires measurements in the lines. Bear with me on this. So what he used to do, actually have to fold it from the other side. So I'm going to take my Alzheimer's research here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What you do is you fold down 6 lines. Doesn't matter whether it's narrow ruled or wide ruled, although it does actually work better with narrow ruled, because he, like me, had if you know the difference narrow ruled and wide ruled notebook paper, you kind of need narrow ruled. We hardly ever used wide ruled. Even as like kids growing up, we'd barely ever used it. So you fold that first one across, right? 6 lines down. You count your lines. 6. Yeah, you got them. So, all right, then what you do. This is why it was so complex, and I still aren't exactly sure that I got the right bird. I think it's actually longer than that. Really looking on this, I think it's longer than that. As a matter of fact, we're going to update that. Because I remember talking with him, and I remember following along on these, and I know that he had said that these aircraft were particular, and he had gone through some stages of building them and didn't like one, and didn't like one, and didn't like one, and finally got it to the point where he did like it. And I don't remember, a couple numbers stick out at me. 6 was one of them, but I think it was because of the end result of the ones that he didn't like. 9 is too. Let's go with 8, because 8 does stand out. How about adding 2 more lines to your fold? Okay, so you're folding on 2 more lines down, because, oh yeah, that looks deeper. That's probably more accurate. It doesn't have to be, like, right on that line. I don't know if you can see that, but I've got a little tiny bit of the next line coming up, but you'll notice it's straight, though. So, you're getting that. For any of y'all following along, that's a little bit different there. That's actually, like, almost a 2-inch fold, almost a 4 centimeter. What the hell is that? What is that, guys? Do you know what that is in layman's terms? What is that in terms of whatever it is I'm talking about here? Bloody hell! Let me see if I can get this to you. 2 inches equals. It's about 5 centimeters. I'm trying to be more English for you guys, or more, worldly. I really need to work on my metric. Anyway, so it's 5 centimeters, just over 5 centimeters. 2 inches, following along. I know you can internet just as much as I do, but I need to be the one that does this because it's my bloody show. Anyway, so 5 centimeters back. All right, then you take the triangle. Now, here's the kicker that he did, all right? So, the thing about why you measured it is because one of the numbers you always had to remember is you kick the triangle in and you punch it like this, deeper than, so that you end up with a snub nose, because if you see from the picture, plane has a snub nose, okay? And that's more important than anything else. So I believe what he did was, after you got your numbers in, you took this one and you put it back, you punched it back half, and again, the distance of whatever your lines are. I think that's why he didn't like 6, is because it went to 3. So what we've got here is, if you do that, so if you did 8 lines, you go back 4 more, and then the tip of your triangle fold goes to the 4th line. And see, it punches that out, so you have your snub. And that's the only thing that really made his plane that technical, was that in itself, was the fact that it followed. That's the line that it followed. And the thing about this also is like, if you see this, like, you'll notice I didn't unfold these. He never did this either. So this was in our younger days, so we weren't as symmetrical as we could have been. But you'll notice that, like, all I did was fold the triangle. I didn't see if it matched. So this is going to be a little bit different for you guys, because you followed your 4 lines there to the point. You might find that your wing pocket folding, which this is going to be, of course, is a little bit different. So there's that. He did have a tendency to put that on the outside, though. So actually, I guess, yeah. Yeah, I did it wrong. I'm going to flip mine. It doesn't really, sorry, doesn't really matter. Um, like Avi had mentioned this, our good friend of the show, Avi there from India. Um, he had asked about and how he said like a different plane might be, or like the aircraft's different if the wing pockets are on the upside or the downside. And yes, that is like a tech and somewhat different, but not really a major thing for the planes. So not really. Um, Wing pockets up, wing pockets down doesn't seem to affect certain ones of our aircraft too much. So we don't usually consider it, all of us, it's like almost universal. So we don't ever do anything about that. We just figure that like, oh, we put the wing pockets down this time. We don't usually, it might be a different mark of a certain plane. Like I will call it a phase 3A versus B if it does one or the other, but it's still a phase 3. Yeah, I mean, it's still the same damn plane, just flip the fold. So anyway, so again, like his were more true to the fact because he put that fold down below. So I know that's actually accurate. But this is wrong. So I know I'm screwing this up. Sorry, I'm a little bit quiet. I know I'm screwing this up. I think this kind of turns out right, but I also think it's a little too streamlined for it. No, he kicked it up. Because he only had a tip. So what you do then after that is you have this up there. But his blade was shorter than this too. So I know I'm doing this wrong. Oh no, I'm not doing this entirely wrong. He had a variant that was like this. It was the exact same kind of fold, just a different style plane. That's where I'm getting it from. Because I started with an A4 sheet. I don't think he always started with an A4 sheet, which is why it's a little bit different. But you can do it and still get it. So what you're doing is you're taking your next fold on there and you're bringing it up, and like down here, obviously you saw it. It's giving it a little bit of a slant from your keel, the bottom of your plane there, kicking it up. So you see that it's like, ooh. So it's folded down. Still keep your snub, and I'm just following along here. It's got a slight slant because you want a little bit of a tip back here. And then you can dupe this one as much as you can. It didn't really have to be that bad. So yeah, silhouette. He had different marks and mods of the silhouette, so he was quite proud of that plane. And he made it like he made it a medium range kind of striker, and what we called it at the time, and the fighter bomber. And the fighter bomber held on the longest because I used it as a fighter bomber because it was bigger and it had that kind of flight. So then, after you do that, you'll end up with something like that. And it's actually more important to have these on the outside, even though that's actually causing a problem. We're going to solve that by cutting it. This is something we would have dealt with back in the past, and I think actually even back then I decided to do something about this because I didn't like how that came out. But you want to cut that because like when you decide to fold, if you fold these and then fold back in, it wrinkles back in on itself. But you can eliminate that by cutting it. So that way there's a little bit less stress in areas that there doesn't need to be stress, so you can pop it and you pop it correct. Whoa! The dog's there. Anyway, so you got that there. Give it a little tiny winglet. Well, not really tiny, but as long as you kick out some winglets, it doesn't need that big a one. I think like it turns out that if you do it, the ones that he had they were bigger because like when it's not a fighter bomber, I'm building the fighter bomber version. That's why it looks bigger to me. The original, as it was first born, is a lot stouter, a little bit more wing, and these winglets are deeper. So, but as a fighter bomber, and he did build this one, it's just the one that I use, so I got to be more of a pro at it. That's why it feels like I'm dishonoring it by using the one I'm, but they're still his creations. So, so yeah, you get this little tip here. It's small. It's about a half inch depth here. So what, about centimeter and a half? I'll look this up for you guys. It is 2 inches long, so you're 5 centimeters again. I got that right. 0.5 inch equals, I can't spell. Yeah, the centimeters, damn it. Huh? I said 0.5. 0.5. Oh my God. It doesn't know what that is. It just doesn't know. 1.2 centimeters. Jesus Christ. Every time I did a 0.5, it changed to 5. It's like, it's not 12 centimeters. The entire damn plane is not even 12 centimeters. Anywho, so you got that there. After you've got that there, you just fold the wings. And they are kind of high. They're a little bit high. They're not OAE high, but they're high. Gives you a little bit of wing area. Gives you a little bit of a, I'd say about half inch. Not as deep as your winglets are. But yeah, about the same depth as your winglets, if you get that. So, and yeah, this is definitely a silhouette now. I don't know why I didn't feel like it at first, but then you put it together like this. And lo and behold, here it is. It's not that complicated of an aircraft, of course. Design is, 30 plus years old. So it's, the only technical parts about it exactly where you got to put those folds. But find out there and you got it. So, and that's literally it. Then you have this long version and you're like, what the hell? But believe it or not, this thing flies pretty sweetly if you did it right. It could probably fly longer. Don't think it's anything truly spectacular. Again, this was in our early goings, so we were like using this as, it was like honorific and stuff like that, but there's a reason why, of course, we retired it. So, and we did some mods to it. Personally, I think his smaller version is better, and I might show you that too. But I don't want to use it all up right now. So anyway, you got, that's how it looks. You're going to have a little bit of, like, obviously that little wing pocket there catches out, but you'll want to tape that. You'll want to tape that. You don't want to keep that out there. So, small piece of tape to hold those down. And then, I think I got him to use a staple because we were always so tape happy. Pharaoh was the one I was really big into the stapling and finally got us to roll on that. But really straight on kind of plane. It's really nice. It has a tendency to poof. You gotta watch out for that. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what he did. Okay, it wasn't so much the nose. What he did was he used to take it long because of that. He didn't like that. He flew it like open at first, and this came up. And he never really did like that. So what he did was he took like about ow. What the hell? He took like about a 2-inch piece of tape. 2 inches, remember that? And put it right here on the top. Right where it started to poof. If you got that crease, you should have this crease formed right here. See where the words are on the end? Because there's a crease right there, and then you have another crease there. It should cover the middle of that crease. It should be right over that. Because this plane, he wanted it to be together. Now that we've done that, I know he stapled it before because he used to staple it in the center to hold all that down. And the whole body was, it was not free in the back like a lot of our planes like to be. It actually held together. This crease because this fold of this paper sucks balls. But yeah, and there you go. There is your silhouette from Copeland Industries. 30-year design. On April 6th. I know this is late on April 6th, so some of you watching it might be April 7th, but this is our show. Based where I'm at, it's still April 6th, so it still counts. It will need a little bit of tweaking. Yours is probably going to be better than mine. Yes, that was a flight. Flew right in front of you and landed. Flies pretty good for me. Yeah, it's I think it's better off actually kind of with a little bit of a higher fuselage. So if you make it a little bit more than a half inch, a little bit more than 1 centimeter, make it close to 1 3/4 centimeters, maybe even two, probably helps out. 3/4 of an inch. Um, and ideally, I think it's supposed to be shorter than this. But yeah, so again, Copeland Industries silhouette. That's what it looks like. I noticed the one in the picture actually does not have. I must have got it a little bit different because it does not have. The crucial points are is having this kind of fold. You have this kind of area in the tip because you created the snub nose, and it's got the tips. He made mods, and I'm sure that the picture there is a mod, obviously because it doesn't have the tip, and that's like most of his models that he did fly of the like 40 that he built. He was in love with that plane. The 40 that he built almost all had like definitely those three aspects of it. Although usually it's like this short compared to how short it is. I dig it up, but I don't think I'd be as successful. I don't want to really support, or rather get out to you, get this video out here. I don't want to extend this one that much. Just get it out there for you and having a build and having some tech, and you could do some various things with this. There is a lot of tech that this plane never got due to the age that it is. So be interesting to see if you guys can, what you guys do to it, what I might do to it, because I haven't built one in so long and had one flight worthy in so long. It'd be interesting to see if I come up with some new things to put on this one, because I can think of already a few. Quite a few, actually. So yeah, April 6th, Copeland Industries silhouette. Fly it for him, will you? Yeah, we're bringing it out there for you. Yeah, so we did get the inside IVPAC out. You saw it, check it out. Tell us what you think. That is how. That is 2 months in the making, if not longer, and getting it out there and getting it right. And hopefully it doesn't sound too stupid, because that is mostly what I was trying to get out all this damn time. Yeah. Oh man, I should have had it light up. Why didn't I do that? Boy, I was retarded, wasn't I? Yeah, that's better. It's like the sunrise over there. Yeah, huh. Anyway, yeah, so I got the video out. There'll be some more. I'm going to try to keep up with this a little bit better now. This is I don't know what the hell this is. I made this so that there were, I made this so that this was a show. It was something special. Saw the new card, and like I don't know if that's gonna be, I don't know what that's gonna be, but it's a new show, so yeah, we'll leave it like that. Thanks a lot, guys. There's your silhouette for April 6th. Get a few more shows out there for you, but you know, hey, just build it, fly it. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you can improve upon it. I mean, you can always improve upon it, because I'm pretty sure I did it a little bit wrong, but how's he going to know? Too soon? No, he would like to be tweaking it too, so it's not just me, it's all them. But yeah, guys, there it is. Go fly it. Tell me what you think of it. Tell me what you can do with it. Tell me what you thought of the videos. We'll be here. We're coming back at you later on, but in the meantime, you know,